Good afternoon, everyone. David Paul speaking. It's exactly 3 o'clock here, 3 p.m. here in the UK on the 31st of July. A very, very hot day here in West London. So I think that you've probably all read or heard in the news the fairly dismal news from Germany, from the UK, from America on GDP. And all over Europe, in fact, plus the exceptionally good news that came out of the big tech reporting last night, which drove the S&P up after hours. The S&P has opened up. It opened up about 12 ticks this afternoon, but it's given back a bit of that now. So as I speak, the S&P is sitting at 3250, which is up 4 points, and the Dow itself is down 30 points. So the decline's a little bit ahead of the advances, but primary wave's still up, and the underlying trend is up. So let's have a look at the VectorVest Composite. So if I go to market timing graph and pull up the composite, nothing much has changed here since the last time we spoke midweek. If I look over 6 months, we can see there's the confirmed call that happened in the US on the 18th of May, and there is the DEW, the medium-term market signal, which is still intact. This divergence is getting bigger and bigger, folks, and I'm sure you're fed up listening to me say it, but I think that caution is required. In the US, I am holding lots of positions, so I need to obey my own advice. AMD has been great, and it's still going, off a bit today, but it's still been going. Hortons is hanging in there. All of these are doing reasonably well, I think, assuming the general market can keep going. The one I like the best is a Square. So if you are interested in a new position, then Square seems to be breaking out of this little triangle that it's been in for a couple of months now, and there's 10 days to go until news, and that looks pretty good. So I'm holding these positions as long as the DEW stays up, and I'd be very tempted to take some money off the table on AMD because I'm well up there. The rest of them look fine. If the general market hangs in there, it should be okay. The GDX with gold has had an outstanding run. It's given back a little bit, and I need to just watch that. I think down below this low here, I'll be tempted to bank that because I'm into this from 35. I think it's now at 42. Don't want to give too much back. So that looking quite good, but situation quite different, of course, in the UK. In the UK, the primary wave has been down now for 5 days, and just remember, folks, that the dollar has weakened right across the board, including against the pound, i.e. the pound has gone up. As the pound goes up, then large index UK companies that make a great deal of their money in dollars but report in pounds end up not getting as many pounds when the exchange rate goes up. So that weighing on the UK market, that's for sure. So we have the primary wave has been down now for a week. Underlying trend is up, and we still got it confirmed up in place. VectorVest advocates caution, and that's last night's close, of course. If we actually now go to the market timing graph, there we are, and again we can see this exceptionally long divergence between the price and the buy-sell ratio, a warning signal. Again, let's look at it over 6 months. Put on the confirmed calls. The confirmed calls are still good. So those of you that are worry-free traders that got in here and are holding high RS stocks should still be holding them. This is nothing. But if you are swing traders, just remember that the DEW turned down last night. As I looked at Bloomberg a second ago, the FTSE was off a few ticks today. So I think that when we get a DEW signal, which, as I've said 1,000 times before, which is preceded by this level of divergence on the buy-sell ratio and the MTI, well, it needs to be taken very carefully. and cautiously, and that's what I've tried to do myself. And if I go to my viewers, there we are. What have I done? Well, I've done what I said I was going to do, and I've got rid of my laggards this morning. I sold out of Howden. I sold out of BH Macro because they've done nothing since I got in. Howden a slight profit, BH Macro pretty much at entry, and I got stopped out of Anglo on that pullback on really bad news yesterday. So I didn't want that to happen because I think Anglo's got a great future, but I was stopped out of it. I sold out of HOC. Thank you, Stephen Oxford, at 2.75. That was a great trade, one of my best ones in a very long time. And certainly that trade in HOC and the trade in AMD in the US has made a very good month for me. So I'm still holding these shares. And I should be sorted by RT. And Games Workshop's had an outstanding week. That's another share that's really made my month. Still sitting above 91.40. AAZ I'm holding. It's on a buy recommendation, although in this environment where the DEW is turned down, I really should only be holding high RS stocks. I've given that the benefit of the doubt for the moment. Avon I'm holding. Avast I've given the benefit of the doubt. It's not a worry-free stock. It's got an RS of 0.94, but it's on a buy recommendation. I've talked about the rest of these frequently. I'm watching these levels. Now, JD Sports we spoke about during the middle of the week, and there was a spring formation on JD Sports which is hanging in there so far, and I looked a little bit earlier because I knew I was going to speak about it, and it was up a tad today. So that's still hanging in there, and I'm holding that. I think that this is a line in the sand, folks, and it's on a hold recommendation. If we were to break through that, where's the VectorVest stop, is very close to the market here, so close below that, then it has to go like Howden did. All right, so I think in the UK, not a time to be buying stocks, a time to be bringing your stop losses very close to the market indeed. Have a look at your portfolio. Any shares that didn't perform, in my humble opinion, from April to now, you need to look at those shares very carefully and take a deep breath. I look forward to seeing you all on Monday afternoon, 1:30, so we can discuss this in a great deal of detail. Just remember, folks, that DEW medium-term market timing signal has turned down, and that sell signal is preceded by a 2-month divergence. It needs to be taken seriously. Thank you very much.